Welcome to Man of Steel, Van Gives Hope, Facebook page on YouTube. Alright, so what do I want to talk about just now? Well, I've been hearing the horn and stuff like that. I've been looking at all the tweets between Patty Jenkins and Zack Snyder, and I thought, and I looked at my wee video list, and I haven't made a video about Zack Snyder because I think I cover him in a lot of the other wee videos and stuff. So I thought I'll just try and dedicate one to Zack Snyder. Okay, and as you all know, if you've ever watched these before, nothing is edited. It's just me and the phone, and it's off the cuff. I've not got a script, nothing. It's just me and this phone. So I'll be hearing the horn and everything else. Okay, so I'll probably miss out tons of things, then probably remember it once it's done, but I don't kind of repeat things. So here we go. Right, I don't have the biography. You can easily look that up on Google. You can Google Zack Snyder and all the information is there. But surprisingly enough, not a lot of people Google, right? They like to criticise things. They like to criticise movies, and when they do that, and then when they talk about producers and directors, they get themselves wrong. And if they looked into the facts of the case, then they'll say, I can't complain about that, or I can't say that because I'm looking at information here and I'll be totally in the wrong. Surprisingly enough, journalists, I'm talking real journalists, they do that. They check the facts and stuff like that. But we're not living in it, and I covered, in one of my other videos, I covered journalism. I may put it up there, find it. Is journalism dead? Mind you, I think that was all about Wonder Woman. But there's one of the videos anyway is on it. So you get these people, but we're living in the age of media, and now my Facebook page, okay, now that isn't a business. Okay, so surprisingly, a lot of the mail that we get sent from people believing that we're in the movie industry, because it's a page, it's not a group, and we get asked umpteen questions. Could we use this person in the next Superman role or Batman role? And we're not an official page. It's just, I decided to make a page because I wanted to control the content that went into it. I wanted it just to be shaped in my sort of vision, and not a group where it's like 100 or 1,000 other people's vision and stuff. And the editors that work on the page share my vision, and that is why it's a page. And so there are wee businesses out there. I'm going to call them wee businesses because they must make money in order for all these so-called journalists to write for them. And what they use, and I'm not just talking about the Facebook groups like comicbook.com and stuff like that. Think about tweets and critics, and as I'm reading all these reviews from these people who have seen this film, I'm wondering, why am I reading you? I had a person that I mentioned in the last video, he doesn't read reviews and stuff, and I says it's all good to listen to him. But you get these people, and they put down a tweet, and suddenly everybody's retweeting it or taking a picture of it and put it on Facebook, and majority, if not all, I have no idea who they are. It may be an American thing. It may be I don't know what part of the country they're from. to me they don't mean anything. I've not read any columns that they've done, so why am I even bothering what these people have said? Occasionally you get the YouTuber, after the trailers, whatever it is, that woman, I can't remember her name, and she reviews the film, and you get everybody, you get all the YouTubers, and they review the films. Now see me, okay, I'll go and see Wonder Woman, and I'll give you a positive feedback video, okay, and I'm not really one that you should listen to, because you are your own person. I'm just putting out the positive buzz about it. But there are these, and I don't get paid for it, okay? I don't get paid for them, but these, and I'm not jealous, so to speak. I'm doing it because I'm a fan. And you get these people, and they'll make videos and they'll blog and whatnot, and then they'll moan about certain things, and that ties us back to how people are not actually investigating before they open their mouths. And as I said, and I've said in my last video, there's people that have mentioned something like, oh, Zack Snyder shouldn't touch the film because Patty Jenkins has done a fantastic job and he shouldn't come near a DC film. So and of course we know what Zack Snyder done for Wonder Woman, so let's go back to why I liked him. When did I first get introduced to Zack Snyder? Or when did he enter my head? Now, to be honest, the films I've seen, okay, now he's probably done tons more, okay, and before I made this, maybe I should have googled him, and maybe he would surprise me. I'll probably Google him after this video, because to find out the facts about his filmography and what films he's done, or maybe he's done some TV and whatnot, and find out about his wife. It's all there on the internet. So I'm only telling you what I know of just now. I came in contact with Zack Snyder through 300. Really, that's when his name started entering my head. Okay, that is when. Now, I must have seen films that he'd done before. Oh, Guardians of the Owl, right? The Owl movie. I'd seen that after 300 because it had his name on it. Now, but 300 was the one that made me look at the director, because it was based on, a graphic novel, and I loved it. I loved the way it was filmed. I thought it was the filmography, the cinematography was outstanding. I thought I was watching a graphic book novel come to life. I thought the actions was brilliant, the colours, the storytelling. I thought this was something new. This is because you get films and they become, you get to understand, there's the good and the bad, and this thing's going to happen to them, and then he's going to recover it. And so the whole film process, you're seeing the same sort of storyline over and over again. And you start realising where the film's going. And what you're looking for is a breakthrough film that is unique. Pulp Fiction was unique. Reservoir Dogs was still unique at the time. So here comes 300. Wow. Then Sin City came out. No, not Sin City, but it was something different, something to watch. And so because I liked 300, I watched the Guardians of the Owl. Watched it maybe 4 weeks ago and stuff. And even in animation, to have the face and the wings and the claws reaching down, just the image of that, I thought, wow, that's not something you get in a Disney film. This, and the way it was little things, like the way the sun hit the feathers as it on the trees and stuff, and it wasn't scared of being dark and everything else, and it was just brilliant. It was and I loved owls, I do, and I just thought that film was brilliant. Then he goes, and I says, right, go. So I watch Sucker Punch. Now, it's not one of my favourite Zack Snyder films, but I love the idea of it. I love the many and sort of different styles that somehow it felt with each chapter it was something different. Again, there was another film similar to that, Captain something of far away and big haughty balloons, stuff like that. But anyway, Captain of Tomorrow, was it, or something? I know that wasn't done by Zack Snyder, but it felt that sort of new. It reminded me of Bioshock or something like that. But again, it was cinematography, it was the story, I could see it and everything else. And the main thing about Zack Snyder, what he does, I find, is women. He gives strength to women. And Sucker Punch was a whole laden full of women. He's got respect for women. And now, we've come up to Man of Steel. As I say, he's probably done loads more, okay, but I'm just taking it out there. Man of Steel was, when I first heard that he was doing Man of Steel, I went, wow, this guy, this director, I can't wait. He's done 300. He's now doing Superman. He gets comics. He knows this is going to be something else. Now, I didn't want it done in the style of 300, but I knew this was a director that was going to take it to, if you mentioned other directors, even that guy that done the, I don't know, was it the Avengers movie? No, that was the guy that done the Jungle Book recently, Iron Man. It was the director of Iron Man. Would I like it? No. John Favreau or something? John Favreau. And I thought, no, it's too nice and too pretty. But this, he's going to come and he's going to give it a... And when I first saw the wee bits of trailer, I thought, wow. And it was like just the grass blowing and the breeze and stuff like that. It wasn't much there to see, but the way it was shot, I went, yeah, this is it. And then when I went to see it, and and I'm sitting there and I'm going, wow. I'm watching and Krypton and stuff. Now, the first time I watched Krypton, I thought, right, he's took a wee bit of inspiration here from Star Wars, right? The Clone Wars. That was my first impression of something. But it was nice to see Krypton visualised this way instead of the ice cold planet done with Richard Donner. And of course, it's now sparked off a TV series. People loved it. It was a sort of sci-fi film. The music was something else, and it explained the S. It's not just an S. And then it had some of the greatest fight sequences. The Smallville fight and stuff. And some people were shocked. Some people were shocked at the fact that, Fiora was moving that quickly. I went, there you go. That is something you hadn't seen in a Superman film. She'd like appear here and there, and there. And it was like, wow, didn't know. Everybody, and that, just little moments like that, people were aghast at. I didn't know they could do that. The fight sequences was too fast. That's my Superman. That's what I'm reading. He's meant to be faster than a speeding bullet. So anyway, that film sort of blew me away. He tried to make it as though he was existing in this planet, and the whole storyline about their reaction, and not everybody loves him. I love this, yes. And then lo and behold, he makes he takes that and he takes the criticism and he takes it on the chin, and he's done this throughout his whole life. Now, James Cameron has even thanked him. James Cameron, right? Aliens and Terminator and The Abyss and stuff like that. He looks up to Zack Snyder. He thinks he's the new generation of filmmakers. The way he tells it, cinematography, the way he tells the story, it's a whole new way of telling the story. He respects Zack Snyder coming from this guy. So the guy can, the guy has got talent. And I'm aghast how old he is, Zack Snyder. He's in his 50s, 60s or something. And he's built like a tank. He's getting down in the gym with the guys, and he's clearing about, and he's spending the time tweeting back and thanking people and stuff. He's got his wife trying to help him, and he knows that there's a hate campaign about him, but he's still going on. He still turns up at Comic-Con and he smiles and does that. Fantastic. And then when he's making Batman v Superman Man of Steel, he's getting the actors to bulk up, to have this sort of vision. It's not just Christopher Reeve in a pair of jammies anymore. It's Superman, and he has got muscles. Right now, I love Christopher Reeve. I've often said that. Yep, we made 2 great Superman movies. The other 2, not so much. Right, but these films were, by the way he visualised Batman. Now, he took a brave step. He was the one that put out the idea of Batman v Superman. Right? He says, where are we going from Man of Steel next? And it was the right direction. Because if you had another Superman film, you would still be asking, surely Batman would have come in by now and seen to him, so he didn't waste that time. He mentioned Batman and it was out of the box. Then he had to do it. And not only did he just make a film, and I'm not just talking about one of those animated cartoons which I love, where he uses X-ray and sees through the mask and stuff like that, but he introduces Lex Luthor, which was highlighted in Man of Steel, and he revolutionizes him, and he gets a Lex Luthor, plays every kind of Lex Luthor in the past, uses a lot of images in the background and stuff that homages to comics and other movies like Excalibur and everything else, and he puts a lot of meaning into Batman v Superman, that if you take it bit by bit, there is thousands of information there and nods to other great movies. And not only that, he tells straight away that it's a big nod to a book that is widely regarded as one of the best graphic novels, The Dark Knight Returns. If you haven't read it, read it. Read the first one. I'm not even bothered reading the second one, because the first one tells it as it is. And he makes them fight, but instead of just a big punch-up, right? Instead of just a big punch-up, he puts more meaning to it. And he gets Batman, one that can fight and not learning. He gets a Batman older and wiser that can walk into a room and he doesn't even need to fight. He's a Batman that can just go, when he walks in the room, he knows how he's going to put them down. Twist a leg, arm, leg and everything else. And he puts Batman in a place that's only been told in comics a couple of times throughout the years, when he's losing it mentally and stuff. And now you can listen to people like Daft John Sneps that says, no, that's not my Batman and stuff. As Batman has went through against the criminal insane, he's ended up in Arkham, he's lost it, he's been an butthole to some of his teammates, especially during the Bane incident, okay? And they lose it big time. So, and it explains that when he goes and breaks a few limbs or he shoots people or whatever, kills people inadvertently, not directly, but that's because you don't mess with Batman or whatever. But he brings them back to the light, and it emphasises Superman bringing them back to the light. So he takes these risks, and he introduces these characters to a new audience, an audience that thought, right, Superman's a Boy Scout, he's happy all the time, he sees the positive in all the world. Batman he's dark, he's coming, but we're going to show you a change in him, and it's a development of all characters. And then he does the bravest thing. he kills Superman. He kills Superman. People were shocked. Some people saw it coming. Who cares? He's dead. I know people will come. Oh, he can't be dead. Oh no, what was the stone rising up at the end? Oh, seriously, you can't kill Superman. You had a wee nod all the way that big nuke, comes back with the sun, so the information is there to say that he is coming back. But anyway, all this was him taking these brave moves. Then you get all the haters that saying, oh, it's too dark, it's too gloomy, and too this. I can show you umpteen clips of Batman v Superman. It puts a bit of humour in it. And we get to the introduction to Wonder Woman. And yes, like I said before, he knows how to make women good, right? He's made the mother strong. He made his mother in Krypton strong by facing the fire and stuff. Martha has always been strong as well, guiding this son up. Jonathan, whatever. So you get them. So then you get Wonder Woman, and she comes on the scene. And already with one line she says, I've fought monsters before. Whoa. Big lasso, go, axe, getting in there. Okay. A wee bit of imagery for the other Justice League with the music. And it... something like that. And already you get my blood is going. There's Aquaman, there's Flash, there's Cyborg. Right? Wow. Dun, 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 dun. Great introduction. Then not only that, he does the comic thing and does the forward to the future thing with the Flash and Superman being bad. It's homages Injustice as well. The game, got to buy those Injustice books. I've seen them in the shop, £15 for year 5. And then he's then Patty Jenkins is opened the floor to Wonder Woman. Patty Jenkins comes on board. He's trying to help. He's got a life of his own. But Warner Brothers, they're entrusting Zack. And they've got a faith in what Zack's going to bring. Even throughout the hate and stuff, he says, no, Zack, you're still our man. We believe you can do this. Yeah, he's made the trilogy and everything else. He's made Superman, Batman v Superman, and now Justice League. Where can we go? Patty Jenkins comes on board. Another director before Patty Jenkins didn't share her vision. Get Patty Jenkins in. Patty Jenkins asks for help. Zack Snyder goes, helps Patty Jenkins with the fight scene. He writes the story. Okay, now this is said a lot of times. He has written the story. So use critics out there that sort of says, don't touch this, we're 10-foot parasol. He's done a lot to the Wonder Woman movie. He's written the story. He's helped with the action sequences, the filming and stuff. Producer along with Jeff Johns. He's writing, sitting down with my guy Jeff Johns. He's taken in on board, and that's what the beauty about Zack Snyder is. He listens to everybody's input. He's not one of these directors that goes, no, you're an actor, you're in this. He listens to everybody's input and how to do it. Ben Affleck has even said that. Ben Affleck and Zack and both of them are talking about how to make a great movie. Sadly enough, there's a lot of generation out there spoon-fed about Marvel, and it's got to be nice and daisy, and it's got to be very explanatory, okay? And you've got to make a big issue about saving people, okay? You've got to explain, oh, we're saving the city before the moth. Right, so, and then you've got so Wonder Woman producing, writing, helping cinematography, and people are still talking about Zack Snyder, even though it's Patty Jenkins' sort of director. Now, Patty Jenkins, we're all praising Patty Jenkins, okay? But we've also got to praise Zack Snyder, because he helped get her into the role, chose her, saw the greatness that she can be, even through all the hate, like from John Campbell and stuff like that. You know, this film is going to prove what she can do. John Campbell will probably say, like I said in the last video, oh, it's because it's the director's job to make her good, right? And that's his only way out of it, okay? And now he's doing Justice League, and people try to think, oh, well, that he's just making it light-hearted and funny now because he's listening to us. No, he said in Batman v Superman, when they were still trying to make that this one was dark. Even the writer, Chris Terrio, Says this one's dark, next one's lighter. Okay, you can say what you want, you can say the studios is telling him to do that. No, Zack Snyder stayed on as director, and he has got the sort of final say in what he's going to film. It's probably Warner Brothers that made the stupid mistake in cutting his masterpiece in two. Let's hope he doesn't cut his Justice League again in this one, the studios. So for me, for everything that Zack Snyder does in the public life, he gets down with the fans. He loves making these superhero movies. Okay, and he's chosen a cast that totally respects the guy. He is saving the bats. Okay, and he's pumped up. He knows the characters. Okay, he has a collection of themselves. He's visualised Superman since he done Watchmen. It's another film, Watchmen, that I watched recently. So I mean, the book was, well, I watched the director's cut, not bad, but it's always been aimed to do Man of Steel, and you look at all the people that's not, you know, getting the right directors for certain things, like The Flash, for instance. Okay, Zack Snyder got on to tackle Flash, but he's got his other wee project that he wants to do, and he'll come back for Justice League 2. And, you know, and for everything he's gone through, everything he's went through the public, makes my Zack the underdog superhero. Because despite what anybody says, despite what anybody thinks about him, I know there's a hate campaign out there and stuff like that, but he does love the comics. You can disagree with me all you want, but there's a lot of evidence there that states he knows comics, he knows the fighting stance. He was the first one to bring Batman to actually fight and not just go like that. This is a Batman that gets down, okay, and does a bit of gymnastics and swings. Yeah. So, and he takes everything on the chin, and that's why I love Zack Snyder. And I love the fact that you go to China and they're holding Zack Snyder's picture as Jesus, and I'll probably use that as a screen. They use him as Jesus, and you've got Patty Jenkins now as the Virgin Mary or something like that, or God even, right? Because we're living in the age of women. Okay, God is a woman now, right? And he made all us men dicks, right? So, but it's, I like the fact that you've got, there's a big divide. There's people that love him and there's people that hate him, and the fact that it's worldwide spread now. I'm talking to people in China, I'm talking to people, in Canada and stuff like that, and it's this, people do respect his work, and the reason why I love him is because he's unique, and he makes it different. He's making a style all of his own, and nobody else can come near him. And that's what I like, Zack Snyder. I'd like you to maybe post comments down below on why you like Zack Snyder. I've probably missed out 1,000 more reasons, but I just thought I'd get this off my chest. Thank you for watching. Last deal, giving you the positive.